Hello and welcome back to Absolute BSS, a casual-petitive podcast about Battle Spirits Saga, a card game from Bandai Namco. I screwed up the intro because I haven't done it in 4 weeks, but we're back. The boys are back in town, baby. It's your boy. I'm Cameron, joined by my Battle Spirits buddies, Angel. How you doing, Angel? Welcome back.
I'm doing good. Glad to be back. Finally, back in the front stage. It's been a long time.
That's right. And how's Eric doing? All right. Sounds like
Hey,
7 out of 10 good.
I'm happy to be here, Cameron.
So
Just
official.
I'm just here to win. So
It was like I'm happy to be here. I'm just happy. I want to thank God. I want to thank my family.
I do want to thank Andrew Evans for stepping in and helping us out over the
Absolutely.
last couple episodes
Yeah.
for sure, and just in general for being a great dude. But yeah, we're back. The OG3 back on the pod to talk about the EVA starter deck.
hell yeah.
It's a little old news, we've had a little bit of a dry spell with some of the news, or there's been news, but I mean it's not,
Yeah, it hasn't been mind-shattering news.
right, right. So we're here today to talk about the EVAs, get hyped for excuse me, this collab set
Oh, I'm hyped for that, baby.
and this deck, and I'm very excited. The more that comes out about it, the more that we're seeing like the multicolor reduction stuff. Like I feel like this is going to be a really easy transition into set 5 of Battle Spirits, which is also going to have some stuff like that. Is that correct? It's going to have some
Yes.
multi-spirit, multicolor stuff.
Yep.
Cool.
Really digging into the, what we all kind of talked about where Battle Spirits probably gonna shine, the rainbowish kind of builds. So every deck runs something of each color. So
Yeah. So
Well-
a lot of fun theory crafting's happening in the Discord. What's up, Eric?
We'll get into it, but I think I finally understand why they worded Smag the way that they did. Because some of these cards use similar wording. And I was like, okay, I'm starting to understand why they didn't just make the symbol at the bottom like a rainbow symbol, because
Yeah.
they wanted to restrict it to like specific colors.
Yeah.
So, and we'll see some of that today, and it's very cool.
Yeah. So these are the 16 different cards that you'll get in the starter set. We're going to go over all of them. And this starter deck is a mix of purple, red, and yellow. So a tricolor deck, a true rainbow deck. And it's going to introduce a lot of cool mechanics that are, kind of specific to the EVA stuff, but then some other stuff that opens up where it's like, okay, we can mix and match here. We can make some neat stuff. So once again, just the game is opening wide. It's really fun. To put a positive look on everything as far as competitive and the game itself here in year 2, this is a really great time to get someone that into Battle Spirits. I think with the EVA one, the whole reason I got Eric on board was like, apparently in set 2 there's Gundam, and the rest is history. Like we're here,
Yeah.
episode 35 or whatever, and
I think this is episode 40.
Oh my gosh!
yes.
So
Jeez.
yeah, so we're still here, and I think this is a really good time to get some more casual competitive friends that might be in your life to check out the game. I think the full collab of EVA is going to pull in a lot of people. It makes sense to those people why these cards would be going together, and I feel like they work pretty thematically well together. And then, then they have this whole new world, 4 sets with the 5th one coming out of this really cool IP and this really incredibly designed game. And we might see a boom in player base here, just depending on product and word of mouth and some positivity in the community. So yeah, I guess before we really deep dive into it, what have you guys been up to? I know Angel's been away for a while with work and doing some other stuff, but what have you been gaming on? What have you been playing?
So so with work and whatnot, same old thing. I was recovering from a little foot surgery I had from an accident from my motorcycle last year, but apart from that, I've been entertaining myself in the couch with Marvel Snap, obviously.
Yep.
And I've gotten really big into Keyforge. So those of you guys see me
You
more
don't
active, obviously on the
say.
Discord. Yeah, Cam, I know a little bit about it, but those you see on the Discord, me, Cam, and Type. I mean, a bunch of us have been talking about what you call it? Jesus, Keyforge. So
Yeah.
bought a bunch of cards from Grimm's Reminders. I have I think either Mass Mutations is coming today
Nice.
or Winds of Exchange is coming today. I bought a display box for that, so excited to pop some of
done.
those open.
That's a lot of decks. That's a
Yeah,
lot of
so
games.
and then I pledged into the Amber Skies. So I got like the biggest one you can get without being like crazy. To get like 36 decks, I think it is, and like 12 Sky Beast decks. So I'm really into it, man. Like as I've been showing my wife how to play, right? So
yeah.
And I wasn't sure how she's gonna feel about it because it's a lot of words if you're new to it, right?
It is,
yeah. It's very simple
overwhelming.
though. But it's very simple. It's nothing crazy. I've taught her how to play Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, Battle Spirit. You name it. Almost any card game I get into, and she's even said that she's enjoyed this the most, which is surprising, right?
So exciting. That is.
We played, and it was a bit amazing. So we played about 5, maybe 6 games up to date. We're probably gonna play a little bit later tonight. And every game has been different, and it's crazy because like the game swings so far left. Like she'll be whooping my butt, and then all of a sudden I come back and board wipe her and start building forges and all that. So I'm excited to try some of these Grim Mind. But other than that, that's it. Just been keeping up with Battle Spirit, the Wave 2 news, and this set obviously is looking very fantastic and fun. And it's weird, like looking into it. It looks like it's changing the whole dynamic of the game, and we'll get into it a little bit later. But yeah, that's all I've been up to, man. Just Keyforge, card games, Marvel snapping, talking to the boys, being sass, hearing your podcast, just missing the action. So
that's right.
How about you, Eric?
Man, so much has happened, I feel like, since the last time we were all together. I'll
just give 5 kids. You got 5 kids. I've been married.
Actually, I have 7 wives now. No, we did. Speaking of marriage, though, we did go.
We got married, Eric and I.
Yeah, we eloped.
Yeah.
I hope Elise isn't listening to this.
She's not. Don't worry.
Oh, she can never know. So yeah, our friend Chad's getting married. We went on a bachelor trip, and it was just a bunch of boys hanging out in an Airbnb. We went to this Irish pub, and I've gotten really into tech decks.
All right. Wait, like the tech deck dudes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fingerboarding,
those things
baby.
still exist? They still exist?
Oh, yeah.
Dude. So, all right. Here's the story behind my
saga.
fascination with tech decks. I saw an Instagram post of this dude who, it was like a joke where he like kick flipped over like his date's dinner and then made like a smug face. You've probably seen those on Instagram. Maybe not. Maybe the algorithm just chose me. But I was like, that's actually a good bit. And I feel like, if I'm like out at a bar or something, like that's a really good way to start a conversation with somebody. And I've been doing that. I just go up to people. Like last night I was at the bar. I just went up to this dude and I was like, "Hey, check this out." And I just pulled it out and did a little flip and then put it away. And then I walked away.
That's so badass.
And he was like, "Whoa, wait." He was like, "Hang on."
That's hilarious. I didn't know they were still making those things. I used to have a bunch of those little things. They look like little disposable thumbs and stuff like that. Like
those were fun too.
Those
like
that's crazy. Yeah.
So here's what happened: is all of this stuff I was seeing on Instagram, and then I had a really bad day, and I went to Target for some retail therapy.
As you do.
And for $2.99, I got a tech deck that says burger on the bottom. And just been trying to learn. And actually, here's the thing, like it's actually really difficult to do. Like I thought it was gonna be easy, but like I'm trying, like I want to get to a point where I can ollie over like a drink or something, or like a mug.
I can't even ollie. I can only pop shove it, baby.
Yeah.
But that looks
tough.
cool.
It looks cool, yeah. I can do some flips and stuff, but I'm trying to master like more control over the board, so when I do a flip or something, like I land it better, and I also can actually control what I'm doing. And then I also really want to learn how to like ollie over like a beer or something. Like that's my end goal. Is I want to do something like jump over something. So, but that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah. If you wanna get in on this, Angel,
Eric bought me one.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? Like, I mean, just when we're talking about like nostalgia, I guess. Like every time I go to Target or even Walmart, I can't tell you. It's every time, literally. It doesn't matter when I go. It could be for something completely different. I could go buy like soap or whatever. I always look and I look at the Beyblades. I'm like,
Oh,
man,
yeah,
I want to buy some Beyblades and just
Yep.
like let it rip, you know, because I used to use the hell of those things. But I heard from other people that the Beyblades are not the same mechanisms like it was back in the day, where like it was like heavy metal, it's like real plasticky now. So I'm like, oh, it's not the
Yeah,
same. But
I think
it's just I remember
they're-
Beyblades being such a thing, man. It was so cool. Like
those old ones were like they could hurt you.
yeah.
And
But hey, you
I
can see the
love
sparks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So.
got banned from my school very quickly, but you
Really?
best believe I was playing Beyblades with like,
Yu-Gi-Oh got
majority of
banned from my
everybody.
school very quickly.
Oh yeah, we
'Cause
couldn't
people-
bring
people-
cards.
People were getting beat up for the rare hunters that existed, you know?
Yep.
So.
Rare hunters. Dude, I gotta say, nothing back to the tech deck thing. Nothing I've never felt more immaculate vibes than when I was crossfaded in the corner of an Irish pub drinking Guinness and eating fish and chips and watching Eric just tech deck for 2 hours.
Yeah, I was locked in.
Awesome. He was locked in, and I was
I
just
was just-
laser focused on it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm literally watching him improve his craft in front of my eyes."
It was.
Jeez.
That's honestly become my go-to move now. Like I've been going out to bars and stuff, and I just find a table somewhere, like in a corner, and I just go to town.
Shred.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what's that guy doing over there with a hoodie? Just tech decking, dude.
Yeah. The thing is, though, like every time I pull it out, people are like, "Whoa,
Whoa,
like,
easy
like,
now.
Yeah. I'm isolating that clip. You'll never run for
Every
president.
time I pull it out,
it out.
people are like, "Whoa!"
I get a response every time I pull it out. Believe it or not.
Very interested. Can you do an ollie with it?
Oh boy. Oh, it's a good thing we don't have sponsors.
Yeah, fuck no.
Tech Deck sponsor us. Could you imagine if we
Oh
got a
my
Tech Deck?
gosh. Dude,
We got
okay.
we can make like an absolute BSS Tech Deck.
You get a Tech Deck
Aw.
sponsorship. I get sponsored by Michelob Ultra, and then Angel, you just need to get sponsored by some food company, and we'll be.
Hey, I'll get Captain Morgan.
That's right.
Like, come
Oh
on.
yeah, no food, liquid diet, and then we're
Liquid diet.
set. We're set. Never, no groceries ever again. For the 2 more months that we'll live.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, should we talk about Battle Spirits?
Yeah, I think so. Hey, here's the deal.
What's the deal?
Thanks for letting us indulge a little bit at the beginning of each episode, just kind of catching up with each other and talking about obscure shit. It's really, really fun.
They didn't hear you say that because they already closed the podcast.
That's
'cause they were
true.
like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Go check out the GameFound pledge for the next set of Keyforge. They've also announced the next 3 sets after that. So like, there's a lot of Keyforge coming on the horizon, like a lot. We are all very floored by how much Keyforge is coming out. So it's a great day to be a Keyforge fan. Be like Angel here, convert, check it out. You don't have to quite go as hard as Angel did, but I love it because those are all
Hey.
unique decks to Angel now. Like no one else will ever have those decks, and that's what's cool about Keyforge. And again, the games are just so dynamic, and they're flashy, they're fun, they're quick, and they are drastically different every time you play. Every set is still viable, so go back and just buy whatever you can find. You might find the next Vault Tour winning deck. It could absolutely happen. So I'm playing Sealed tomorrow at my locals. There's 3 days left on this campaign, but there'll be like a late pledge manager. It's already funded, so there's no risk for your money. It's just you're pre-ordering basically, and you'll get the set a little earlier than everybody else. So check out Keyforge. It's awesome. And now into the show. We're going over the 7th starter set for Battle Spirits Saga. I'm sorry. I drank a bubbly right before this, like some sparkling water. So this is the burpiest episode yet. If any of you missed me, you didn't anymore. So Structure Deck 7, we're going over all 16 unique cards. And if you haven't figured out our little scheme for how we do this, I'm just going to give you all the news up beforehand. Angel's going to read the purple cards, Eric's going to read the red cards, and I'm going to read the yellow cards. So without further ado, Angel, take us away with
let's
the
go.
X-Rare.
By the way, guys, guys and ladies, if you have not seen the show, please see it.
I'm in the middle of it.
It's really good. You're gonna hate some people on the show, but it's okay. It's good. If you watch Attack on Titans, it's not as bad as that. So, all right. Well, first X-Rare. So, EVA, I say EVA 01, Operation Dashima. It's a 7 cost, 2 cost reduction purple, 1 cost reduction red, 2 cost reduction yellow. A level 1, 4,000 BP, level 2, 6,000 for 3 cores, and then level 3, 10,000 for 6 cores. At all 3 levels, when summoned, select a nerf card that costs 4 fewer from your trash, return to your hand. Level 1, 2, and 3 has AT field. At level 3, when this spirit attacks, you may place 5 cores from this spirit into your trash to select one of your opponent's spirits, remove 4 cores from it, and place them into your opponent's reserve. When you destroy a spirit with this effect, if you control a Shinji Nexus, remove a core from your opponent's life and place it into the reserve. This is looking like Yu-Gi-Oh! That's a lot of text.
Wow, that is a lot of
A lot of
text.
text. But
That's
crazy
cool.
effect. Let me just start off by saying I like this is why I love this game. Just the attention to detail on the BP. The way the font is very robot inspiring. That's a lot of text though, but this card is nuts. Being purple.
Yeah.
The one thing I noticed with the structure deck and even with the collaboration set coming out, purple is going to be doing almost a little bit of everything. So
Yeah.
I really like it. I can't remember what AT Field did though. Is that a protection?
If it has a soul core on it, I believe. Eric, do you have? I have it right here.
Yeah.
If the spirit has a soul core on it, it cannot be destroyed by the destruction effects of your opponent's spirits.
Okay.
Specifically,
so
their
cool.
spirits, not magic.
Right.
So that's worth noting.
That's a cool use of that theme though, and the soul core, right? Because the soul core is from out of the IP. So to blend that into this iteration of this game, it's like it's a soul core effect. And a lot of these nerve units have the AT field, so you can kind of pick and choose who to be protecting at any given time. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean this thing is crazy because it gives me sort of Maduka vibes, right?
I was gonna say that.
It's very control, and it's anytime it attacks, it's like remove 5 cores, remove 4 cores, and if you happen to destroy it, man, I mean, as long as you control the Nexus, obviously, that's the only caveat, which I'm sure you probably will. You remove from your opponent's life. That is insane.
Well, and think about it. I don't know what color the Shinji Nexus is because I haven't looked at any of these. But let's say that the Shinji Nexus is red or yellow. That gives that reduction to Yashima. And then, it turns on that extra ability. It's easy to do. It's easy to set up this, but it is combo-y. I think a certain type of player is going to really like going all in on EVA cards. And I'm excited to see the rest of the EVA set because personally, if I can get away with it, I'm not going to mix and match at least creatures from Battle Spirits with EVA. I like tribal decks, so it's like this EVA collab set. It's like I just want to run EVA cards if I can. But there's just a lot you can do here to make sure that you get that full ability, because that full ability is good.
Yeah,
it's really
definitely
good.
is.
And there's a way to make this guy really cheap.
Yeah, I was saying he has a lot of synergy because reading obviously, looking at his type, it's Golem, Evo 01, and Nerve, so you can select another one depending on what that color is, right? But I'm like with you, I haven't seen any of this set, obviously, so I'm not too familiar with everything, but I will probably run the Nexuses that will kind of help the strategies go along. So I think it's the easiest way to really for cost reduction, stays on board a little bit easier. But I don't know. We'll see as we go more with the reveals. That might change. But yeah, all far this card's a solid win. I like it. It's crazy powerful effect. That gives me Maduka vibes and doing what purple does, removing controlling cores. So I have no complaints.
For sure.
I like that the level 3 when the spirit attacks, excuse me, is it's almost like his ultimate ability. He's powered up all the way, and then he spends all of his cores and goes down to level 1 to do this massive move.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's just like the show, you use all the even the flavor text, right? Electricity had to be collected from all across Japan in order to destroy the 6th angel. That's exactly what you do. Hey, I'm gonna obliterate you by just using all these cores and powers. So
it's so cool.
Bandai's so good at melding together theme and mechanics and it's just so cool.
It makes me want so many other collabs because it's this one is just literally we've looked at one card on here, but we see them in glancing or in passing, and then the collab that we got in set 4, but this is just really well done. It's exciting.
It is.
Yeah.
I want it to do well. I want it to do very, very well.
Two things really quick before we move on. We're spending a bit of time on this, I guess,
but
because
this
it's
is the
extra.
X-ray.
But So Type in the Discord was talking about how there's some like synergy, like you were talking about like tribal decks. There's some like spirit types that go
Yes.
across the Ava cards. Like this is a purple golem card, so that can kind of get your
Mm-hmm.
gears turning for like
Yeah.
how do I build this into like purple blue or something, you know?
Yeah. Especially when the
And
full set comes out, like we might get EVAs that have like blue reduction and purple reduction. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. And the other thing I wanted to mention is it says if you control a Shinji Nexus. So once again, I haven't been keeping up with the spoilers as much, which is kind of fun because we get to react to them
Yeah.
live. But a Shinji Nexus. So it's like there could be different Shinji Nexuses, maybe that are different colors or just
That's
do
what I'm
different
assuming.
things.
It
Yeah.
feels like Digimon, where now the Nexuses are people, or at least related to people. Because in
Mm-hmm.
Digimon, your permanent cards that aren't the monsters are tamers. But they essentially work like Nexuses. So that's pretty interesting. I like that. Like it just seems like a natural thing, and it's also like kind of a nod to Digimon, which is another Bandai property. So
I think what I really like, like I said, I think I said earlier when we started the episodes, like with this set, or even just the structure deck, but the set itself, like the game just mechanically just feels so different. Just from reading this, right? Because
yeah,
just think about last year, not a whole lot of things needed for everything else to work together. It's kind of like you play this, you play that. You don't need no real synergy. But with this, like the cards are pretty strong. But then also if you have all these other things, it does X, Y, C, right? So it's almost like the game is completely changing. And and I love it. I mean, it's not a bad thing by no means. It's like the cards have more value. Like, all right, cool. I really need this Nexus, not just for the Nexus effect. It's for my big boss monster. I'm gonna be able to
Yeah.
do X, Y, C. So I love the direction they're going, and I'm assuming Step 5 will probably build on this or even get even
yeah,
better. And I'm loving it, man, because this is kind of the stuff that we need to really like take the game a notch. And like you said, right, newer people getting into the game, start with this, really get into it.
yeah,
It's almost like if you look at set one, I mean, I'm not even talking about set two, set one, set three,
yeah.
and set four. Just reading this card, I'm just trying to think of other cards. Like all the other X-rays is like you don't really need anything. Maybe like a Fable creature or whatever, but
Yeah.
nothing major like this. Where this says do all these things. I also have AT Field. I'm also a Golem. I'm also like it's so much you can do with these cards now. And on
Yeah.
top of this, rainbow. It really makes all the colors viable. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's cool. Like if you are new to the game and learn this set and these complexities and pick it up, going backwards, you're going to be totally fine. Like you're
Yep.
going to really learn the colors too. Like I know we've only talked about one card, but I'm just excited and we haven't done this for a minute. But like you look at this card, you've never played the game before, and then you're going to start picking up those traits like we did in the very beginning. Like you're looking at a purple card and it's like remove cores from my opponent. Oh, that's really cool. I like core manipulation. What other cards do that? Oh, purple. Oh, look at all these snakes. Look at Maduke. Like, like it's going to get you excited to go back through the catalog. Just like any other player that's currently playing it. Like that's what we've been doing for the last month in the Discord. Like Type's been putting up like I want to run golems, I want to run angels because of these traits that are showing up. And there's definitely room for that. It's cool.
Pretty sweet.
It's a sign of a good new set is when you're excited
Yeah.
to look back. Also.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes older cards that maybe you overlooked a bit better.
Yep.
Yep.
So
And we know, there's been small glimpses of it, but golems is going to be a threat at some point because some of
Golems
those
are
golem
cool.
cards and
Yeah.
effects are extremely crazy. Even with the last set 4, I mean, one of the major X-ray relies on that golem and the ability. So I think mixing that somehow, it's going to be cool, man. It's going to be cool.
yeah.
Golems are dope.
Am I up next?
That's right.
Red, baby.
All right, we've got Ava Unit 2 or Ava 02 Skydive Unit type. Oh my gosh. Skydive Unit Type S components.
Sure.
It's a 6 cost, 4 reduction. 2 of those are red, 2 are purple. Golem Ava 02 Nerve Spirit. Level 1 4K, level 2 6K, level 3 9K for 135 cores. At all 3 levels, it has AT fields, so if it has a soul core, it can't be destroyed by the destruction effects of opponent's spirits. And at level 3, when it attacks, select one of your opponent's spirits with 4,000 or fewer BP and destroy it.
So that's a good, quick, note here. Just in case anyone's confused about the AT field. This spirit, when it attacks, could not kill another spirit's with the AT field.
Yeah.
With its effect.
If it has a soul core,
If it
right?
has the soul core.
If it has a
on
soul
it.
core, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah,
So-
this is a classic.
Red, classic red.
It's like
Yeah.
looks like Nebula almost. A little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah.
but
So
much
and
more
that's the thing
perfect.
with like this card. It looks cool, right?
It looks really cool.
But once again, like there's so I think I don't know everything of the structure deck or the new set. I've been out of the game for a while, but just thinking back of how many BP targeting cards Red already has.
Yep.
I mean, unless you're gonna use it for some synergy, maybe with a Nexus, or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too early. I mean, I'm just assuming, but it's like I could play just a magic or spell probably a lot cheaper than this without having to worry about all the different color cost reduction for it for what it does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little
At level 3 it's
expensive.
at 9,000, but it's like it's expensive, right? There's other things you can play for that. So
Yeah. And it has to be leveled up to 5 cores to even do the thing.
right,
So,
Right.
yeah, I don't know if this will see play on its own, to your point, but I think it all depends on what we see that combos with Golem, Ava 2,
Yeah.
Nerve. If maybe there's an effect that, like, if it AT field is active on a spirit, it's level 3 or something.
Yeah.
Like,
So like
who
keep
knows?
that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're right. Like power creep, or the opposite in this matter. This kind of looks like a worse version of X red card, you know. But 4,000 is actually, I think, a very important number to the Evangelion cards.
yeah,
Yeah,
because that's like
as
level
well
1
as
BP.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you're all level 1.
So basically, you know,
Yeah.
that could read, like destroy one of your
Well-
opponent's level 1 spirits.
Yeah, because like if they attacked with that purple dude, the Ava 01 Operation Yashima, if they attacked with him and used his effect, and now he's down to 4K, and then you
Yeah.
you
then
snap
you
back
counter
with
the
this
next
guy.
turn. Yep.
Yeah, so some interesting,
True.
counterplay there. But yeah, I agree. Not super impressed with it, but maybe the combo. It's a combo card.
Combo
for-
thing, yeah.
Also,
of
we
the-
gotta consider that with the right amount of reduction, this guy has a base cost of 2. So it is
Yeah.
a little more realistic to put 5 cores on him immediately. One of those
Yeah.
with a soul core to keep him alive. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm excited to play it, and then again, I'm really excited to see the full set and see what kind of swaps I'm making and what other decks I'm building.
I love the art on this next one.
Oh yeah, this one rules. So this is gosh, the yellow looks really good.
Yeah. Protecting
Yeah.
my purple boy in the back. I see you.
That's right. That's me and Angel on this card. So this is EVA
Battle.
00 Operation Yashima. So it's a 4 cost. It has 3 reduction symbols. 2 are yellow, 1 is purple. It's a Golem, EVA 00, and Nerve traits. Level 1 for 1 core is 3K. Level 2 for 2 cores is 4K. Level 3 for 4 cores is 6K. So pretty similar low level yellow stat lines. Level 1, 2, and 3, it has the AT field. Level 1, 2, and 3 during opponent's turn. If this spirit is refreshed, your EVA 01 spirits cannot be selected by your opponent's effects. Any of them. That's cool.
Yes. Here's the synergy we're talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So-
that's sick.
So you keep this refreshed, you keep the AT field on it, and then it protects the rest of your units during your opponent's turn. That's awesome.
Which is exactly what's happening in the art here
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's yellow, so you're helping your Operation Yashima get the cost, at least one of the cost reductions already, right? So
Yeah. And so here's the cool part. At level 2 and level 3, when destroyed by opponent, you may select one of your nerve spirits and refresh it. So, running multiple copies, you have one with the AT field. If they happen to get through it, you can at least refresh the other guy. And then it has, if this spirit is refreshed, your EVA 1 spirits cannot be selected. So,
yeah.
it's good. I think this is a really cool card.
This is really good.
I'll be
Yeah.
running this. I'll play yellow purple. I've been dying to play some yellow purple since
Yeah.
launch.
Some Yerple.
This is definitely
Yerple.
something. This these cards remind me of Gate Guardian. Like you need all these little different pieces, for
Yeah.
it. And I know this would never happen, but in Crazy World would be amazing. If there was like a card that even just for like one turn, you would duplicate your soul core, so like all your AUs
Yeah.
are protected. Like
I'm
that'd be
waiting for
insane.
that to be a mechanic, like getting an extra soul core.
Somehow.
Because we have the one that ditches them, but just the way the wording is, it's like this is in place just in case a second soul core shows up or more. And I think that's super cool. Because the only way you can get a second soul core is if you play Hungry Hungry Hippocampo. But yeah, I think that's a really solid card. I'm excited to now pay attention to see what the EVA 01 spirits look like.
Well, you get to see another one here in a second.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. I don't. Yeah, I have nothing left to say. I think yellow is supreme in all ways. So
this is a good card. Yeah, definitely a good card. Good
this is a
protection
rare.
card.
I might
so
have to
like
buy
it.
2 decks to get a full playset. I don't know if it'll come with 4 or 3, but it is a rare. So.
EVA 1, 0 on Berserk. Cost 5.
Baby.
2 cost reduction of purple, 1 red, 1 yellow. It's a golem, EVA 1, and a nerve. Level 1, 5k for 1 core. Level 2, 7k for 3 cores. Level 3, 9k for 5 cores. At all 3 levels, it has the AT field protection. And then at all 3 levels, during your attack step, this spirit must attack if able. So,
Whoa.
yeah. Kind of a rusher. I mean, it has decent stats. I mean, honestly, for 3 cores at 7k, that's pretty big, right? So,
Yeah, especially
So,
early
I
game.
mean, 5k at 1 core is like.
I mean, even that, yeah.
Yeah, if you have full reduction, this is a 2 core investment for a 5k. You know,
And that gets out of the range of that red guy. It gets out of the
Yep.
range of like Ritual Fires, Burning Force, stuff like that.
Yep, and if you have Operation Yashima of 0/0, it gets protection, you know. So
Yeah, so we can attack
so
and then
this is your attacking, you protect them. This is like reminds me like your Camelot Knight, right? Without the curse though, like you just swing,
Right.
swing. You're either gonna block and destroy one of your spirits, or you're gonna take the life, and then he's gonna be protected.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like this card. You know, definitely can see in some kind of aggro build or even some kind of synergy with the other Eva. So I like it. So I like the artwork too.
The artwork's super cool. It also forces a choice on your opponent's side, right?
Yep.
Like this thing's going to be swinging in every turn. So it's like, do they keep back something to chump block, or do they keep back something to beat it, but then it's turned sideways, and then you're like playing core theft and stuff like that off of it? I don't know. It's cool. I like that it's aggressive and it has good numbers, because it's like it's kind of confronty, it's kind of cursy, but it's different.
Yeah, yeah,
But it still fits in the game, and I think it's cool.
yeah. I like it.
Well, all right. What's
All
next
right.
on the list? I think it's our first Shinji Nexus.
First Shinji Nexus. So, Shinji Ikari. So it's a 4-cost Nexus, 2 cost reduction of purple, 1 cost reduction of red, and 1 of yellow. It's Shinji, Pilot, and Nerve. Level 1 and level 2 with 0 core. Well, let me phrase that. Level 1, 0 cores. Level 2. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's 2. Whatever. There's no cores on Nexus. Yeah, I've been rusty in the game. There's no cores in the game.
well, it takes 2 cores to be level 2.
It takes 2 cores to level 2. It's just
tango.
there's no BP. That's what it is. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
no BP.
yeah.
at level 1 and level 2, when one of your EVA 0/1 spirits destroy, draw a card if you have 5 or fewer cards in your hand.
Damn,
And at level
purple
2, there we go.
draws?
Purple draws, yeah. At level 2 during your attack step,
For
one of
free,
your
dude?
EVAs. Yeah, for free. People are gonna want to ban this. Next steps. when one of your EVA 0/1 spirits blocked, remove a core from your opponent's blocking spirit and place it into the reserve.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
That's
Damn.
good.
So you draw and you still remove cores, even more. Only setting up your major X-rare from the Operation Tachima to kind of reduce those cores even more, to destroy spirit and then target the life if you need to.
Yeah.
So
You can force a block. You can force, You can force a core removal. And then if they still kill your spirit, you get a draw.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
that's a
And that
good
can
Nexus,
be,
man.
That can be dropped for free with the right
For
reduction.
free. Yeah.
Can we talk
That's just
about that?
insane.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I think it's like the first time you can actually play Nexus for free with that much cost
wasn't-
reduction, right?
Yeah. I wasn't sold on
Oh.
multiple color reduction until right now, because that's a good 4 reduced to Nexus anyway. But
Yeah.
the fact
Yeah.
that you could essentially make it cost 1 or 0 is awesome.
Yes.
Well, if you want to go all in on Ava 01 and your entire deck is just mono purple, like you totally could.
Yeah.
Like
It
you could pay
still
2 for
works.
this.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And I would. I'd
Yeah.
pay 4 for it on the first turn. It doesn't even matter, like any other Nexus. But yeah, it's
I-
just only sweetened that you could play it for free.
I have a rules question that I don't know we'll be able to answer because we're a little rusty.
Sure.
But how would Smag work with this? Like, does it trigger the yellow, the red, and a purple?
I think it only
Or-
triggers
Yeah.
1 at one
well,
time.
is it 1?
Is it only
Could-
one at a time?
I feel like it
I
would
don't know.
only be 1 at a time because it's still a
Does the
symbol.
card not?
But I think
does the
you
card-
can choose. I think you could be able to.
Oh, you could, yeah, because I know you
Yeah.
can make Smag unblockable with like Derm Dyna because you're like Smag is white, and
right.
then-
For that operation, I think
Yeah.
you would be like, I have 2 purple on the field and a yellow.
Oh
in
yeah,
Smag.
because I bet it is only one because it's only one symbol.
One symbol,
Exactly.
There's
yeah.
only
That's what
one
makes me
symbol.
think of that.
If I had two, you could say this one's white and this one's whatever yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
But I would, assume that Smag can fill any one symbol that you need.
So, dude, this card is crazy with even the even once you one Berserk, right? Because you're like we were talking about, you're gonna have to tag if able. So if you decide to block, I'm gonna remove a core because you're gonna have to block him, or you're gonna take the life, and if you happen to block, then you destroy him somehow. I'm also drawing, and I just remove the core. So
that's crazy. That's so many decision points.
That's crazy. There.
I love it.
Speaking of decision points,
speaking of that, the next card is our first Magic card. Changes decision, which is to cry. It's a six cost, three cost reduction of purple, 1 red, 1 yellow. That seems to be the theme, which is 1 red and 1 yellow for purple right now. So it's a main or flash. Select one of your opponent's spirits, remove a core from it, and place it into the reserve. Then, if you control a Shinji Nexus, select one of your opponent's spirits with 2 or fewer cores and destroy it. So,
it's
nice.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
That's very. Okay. Once again, there are 5 reduction symbols on this. In a mono purple deck, it costs 3 for core removal and to do some fun shit at main and flash. But in a perfect world, you're flashing this out of your hand for 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exciting. That's a cool card. I think that's pretty good.
It's good.
I still don't know if it's better than some other options, but
sure.
But also, if you just want to go on like full on like thematic Evangelion deck for fun, like it's a good card.
It is. I like it.
But I think if you like, I mean, which is gonna happen, right? If you cross it with Court Death or anything like that, right? Like you just need that extra to destroy something, because a lot of times when we have the core, you only have so many cards, so that might give you over that hump that you just need. I mean, like I said, if you're playing mono purple, it only costs 3, so I could see, like, but you said, like, in the thematic deck, just like straight up. There's other cards that might be doing better, but it's still good though.
I love that, or not necessarily love that, but like what I think I'm gathering from just looking at these is the first things to go from some of these structure decks will be the magic cards. Switch them out with some tried and true stuff. But I like that these are in there because it just inspires deck building ideas.
Yeah.
Did you just make a group chat while we're recording this podcast?
I didn't do that. Alex did it. I was
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, how did you multitask like that?
I could, but I didn't. But yeah, it's a cool magic card. I think it's a cool magic card. Doubly Deadly might look a little better, though.
Yeah.
Straight up. Okay, we got another O2 unit, Eric.
EVA O2. Engagement complete. 5 cost, 4 reduction. 2 of those are red, 2 are purple. Golem, EVA 02. Nerve. Spirit. Level 1 for 1 core, 3k. Level 2 for 3 cores, 6k. Level 3 for 5 cores, 8k. At all 3 levels, it has AT field. And at level 2 and 3, during your attack step, draw a card when a battle with one of your nerve spirits ends.
Jeez,
and that's gonna happen a lot.
Yeah.
Jeez,
that's
drawing. More drawing.
You could potentially place this out for a single core, and like you can pay 1 and then put a single core on it, and then that core could also be a soul core to protect it.
Yep.
And then you just let it. Oh no, you do have to get it to level 2.
No, level 2. You have to be level 2 at least.
So yeah, 2 more cores, and then you're just drawing. And nothing even has to happen in the battle. They just have to battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what's the matter with the outcome is you draw. As long as that spirit wins. That's crazy.
That's huge, like.
That's crazy.
For EVA aggro.
yeah.
Man, just drawing cards. And it's red and purple, so it's like you're also slotting in purple in your deck, which also draws. Like, woo! They're going to see some answers. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. This can also be interesting with, like, Swift spirits.
Oh,
if you
for
can,
sure.
Like, draw into a Swift spirit and then be able to play it during the attack step.
Yeah.
Or maybe a magic or something that readies your spirits. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
This next card, I really like it. It's very simple.
Holy shit.
Evangelion Production Model 02, Golem EVA 02 Nerve Spirit type. 3 cost, 3 reductions, so potentially free, but here's the catch. one red, one purple, one yellow. So you have to go all in on this color combo. But if you are all in, you could play this for free.
Yeah.
And level 1 for 1 core, 3K. Level 2 for 2 cores, 5K. Level 3 for 4 cores, 7K. And then at all 3 levels, it has AT field, and that's it.
See,
so
less vanillas because of the theme, right? Like this could have just been a vanilla card with possible just 0 cost, you know? But it still has
still
the
very
AT
playable
field.
at that point.
And it's a nerve unit, so just for that card that we just talked about. But yeah, like you said, you could play it for free. The stat line is crazy, and if you're looking at just a mono red deck, again, like sure the color reduction looks weird, but it's just like Squalo or Ostrua, like it's 3 cost reduce 1 most of the time that you're going to play it, I feel like, in the early game. But it's like if you draw it late and you can drop it for free, awesome. That's how you go wide, and that's how you get extra draws off of that last guy. This is a 4 of, and this is a cool, good card.
I mean, it's really good stats. I mean, I would assume you probably play this at least a level 2, right? To kind of keep it protected from some of those bigger BP destruction cards, you know? But
at 5, it sticks. It sticks.
Well, I mean, even if you're going, even like if you want to play this first turn, it's a pretty decent first turn play.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like you have a
especially
play it
on
for
turn 2. Like if you go second.
Yeah. You play it for 3. You put it up to 5K. You put one of those cores as the soul core. It's protected.
Yeah.
Like
it's like Squalo, but you don't have to exhaust it on turn 1.
Yeah. It's pretty sick.
It is pretty sick.
All right. What's next for us?
Next is purple again.
Ooh, sweet. Okay, this is cool.
Got EVA 01 attack. 3 cost, 1 cost purple reduction. So Golem, EVA 01 nerf. At level 1 for 1 core 2,000. Level 2 for 2 cores 3,000. Level 3 for 6 cores 5,000.
Wow.
At all 3 levels, when summoned, draw a card if your opponent controls a spirit.
Jeez.
And at all 3 levels, that has AT field. So yeah, another drawing. I mean.
Yep.
The chances of your opponents not having a spirit are very slim. So yeah, nothing to say about this. I mean, they said we can play it for 2, or you can summon it out for 1, just a level 1, just to get the drawing, obviously. And honestly, it has AT field at level 1 either way. So
and
it's
reduction.
Yeah,
easy reduction.
Yep.
And if you have the Shinji Nexus out and your opponent kills this, you draw another card.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
if you have that yellow guy out, you can protect this one.
Yeah.
Nothing to say about this card, but good thanks. I like it.
This looks like a fun structure deck as far as.
And then wasn't there one that can return an EVA 01 unit back to your hand that costs 4 or less?
I think it was.
That was the very first card, wasn't it?
The first card, the extra. So select a nerf card that costs 4 food from your trash and return to your hand. Yeah. So
yeah, and then you play this and you draw another card.
You draw again.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yep.
Even one's dope.
Doing it. Next card is the Evangelion Test Type 01. 4 cost, 2 cost reduction purple, 1 red, 1 yellow. So Golem, EVA 1, and Nerf. Level 1 for 1 core 4,000. Level 2 for 3 cores 5,000. Level 3 for 5 cores 7,000. And all 3 levels has AT field. So
nice.
Solid, kind of like beefy. This will give you another attacker, right? So
yeah.
I can see this. I mean, obviously, it doesn't play it for 2. If you're just playing mono, for whatever reason, at least summon it out at 5,000 BP. It's a pretty big little beater.
Yeah.
And honestly, well, I guess it wouldn't be considered because it's a test type. I guess it wouldn't be considered a EVA 1, would it? Actually, it would. Yeah, it that's type.
Yeah.
So it still has synergy. Yes, it still has synergy with the Nexus, the X Rare. So yeah, never mind.
It's looking like what this deck wants to do, right, is set up kind of wide and put pressure the whole game and get different colored reductions represented, draw a bunch of cards, and then once you have a lot of the reduction, you're just dropping all these different EVAs that all synergize with each other and then just like close the game. It seems very cool. Like, again, it's a good 4 reduce 2 for purple. But there is a world that easily exists where you drop this for 1 or 0.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
You'll see the next card. We were just talking about this. It's going to be this cost reduction. Not that bad.
That's right. Hey, here we go. EVA 00 activation test. So, I love this frame. I actually know exactly what like this is based on. Because, I watched like the 3rd episode. Anyway, this is 0 cost. Yellow Spirit, Golem, EVA 00, and Nerve. At level 1, for 1 core, it has 1,000. That's it. And at level 1, it cannot attack. At level 1, during your main step, when you summon or place a Nerve card, treat this spirit's color and symbol as red and purple as well.
There's your cost reduction in 1, 2 and 1, baby.
So you can just drop it, put a core on it, and then it's
sit there.
3 reductions?
Yeah. Yep.
That's nuts.
Yep. And all you got to worry about is the purple, which is easy.
This card loads into old decks, too, and makes the tri-color thing work even better. That's amazing.
That's awesome. So wait, yeah, how does that work then? Because it's kind of what I was bringing up earlier with Smag. Like,
right.
Would it make?
So it's you're right. It is still 1 symbol.
Yeah.
So you can choose which color. So it doesn't provide 3 reduction. That is my mistake.
We might be wrong about that.
Oh, no. It would be just those 2 because it says treat this spirit's color, so instead of being yellow, and symbol as red and purple as well.
Yeah.
No, it says as well. So I think
it means if I'm looking at this one symbol, it's yellow, or it's red, or it's purple, because it's all 3 at once. One time. That's how I would rule it, I think. Same for Smag, right? He's not providing multiple symbols. It's just his symbol can be used for Absolute Ice Shield when you trigger it, or Starblast Draw when you trigger it.
I think we've just never been in a situation where there's multiple different colors on one card.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm confused.
I think it's still just like Smag.
Yeah. Maybe there's already an FAQ for this. I don't know. I'll look it up while you guys talk about other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, because to me, like, if it was like Smag, why would it be worded that way? And I mean, honestly, that's all it's doing, right? Like, you're only playing this card to be able to have at least 2 cost reduction of 2 different colors.
I still
because
think
other than that, it'd be like, I mean, I guess it costs 0, so it's easy to play. So
yeah, I just think it's for each instance when you're playing a card, you can look at its one symbol as one of those 3 colors, whichever one you need at that time. But I don't think you can stack it because it's still just one single symbol.
Unless you had 2 of them on the field, right?
If you have 2, then one can be yellow, one can be purple, one can be red, one can be purple, or both can be yellow, or one can like that's how I think it is.
Okay.
They don't release an FAQ for this set yet, so maybe once I'm sure that'll have to be in the FAQ.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that however they rule on that is really going to determine just how good this card is. Like I think if it rules
gets way too busted, even at 0 cost.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Yeah, because it costs you nothing to play it. I mean, 1 core just to keep it on field.
And it does not have an AT field, so you can easily just pop it. But
yeah. But then also there's cards that make bad things happen to your opponent if they decide to do that.
True. Exactly. So yeah, we'll have to come back with a definitive answer for how the symbol works. But yeah, the next card is another EVA 00, Evangelion prototype. 2 cost, 1 yellow reduction. It's a Golem EVA 00 Nerve. It has AT field at all 3 levels, and level 1 it's 2k, level 2 for 2 cores is 3k, level 3 for 5 cores is 6k. Nice. So, yeah, just a solid
yellow. I mean, for its cost, it's really good. So
yeah, yellow likes that. You know, it's another 2 cost yellow for.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is 2 cost. Yeah.
So 2 cost yellow doing 2 cost things
for Behemoth. That's awesome.
And freestyle.
Yeah, that's right. All right, last 4 here.
Oh man, let's see if I piss off a bunch of anime nerds when I try to pronounce her name. I think it's Asuka. It's Asuka, right?
Yes, I believe it's Asuka.
Shikinami. I've never known what her I've never known what her middle name was before. That's interesting. Asuka Shikinami Langley. So, 3 cost, 2 reduction, 1 red, 1 purple for the reduction. Asuka Pilot Nerve Nexus. Level 1 0 core, level 2 1 core. And during your attack step at the start of the step, select one of your Nerve spirits. Place 2 cores from your trash that are not a soul core onto it.
Whoa.
Pretty good.
Wow, that's neat.
Pretty good.
That's how you level up those guys.
During your
Yeah.
attack step, draw a card when one of your EVA 02 spirits destroys one of your opponent's spirits via comparing BP,
And
which I
that's the
think is going to
red.
happen quite a bit because those guys are nasty.
Yeah, they are.
She's good.
That's cool. Okay. During your attack step, at the start of the step, being able to put 2 cores from the trash is
Yeah.
really good. That's a really good ability.
Have you gotten to the point in the show where she's in the show, Cam?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I know of Asuka, but
Yeah.
not much.
There's some really good episodes with her and him.
Yeah. I like her Evo a lot. I like the O2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a solid Nexus.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, I don't know we're talking about Star Deck, but the collab set, right? I'm sure there's gonna be way more with that alone. So even if we're not seeing it, maybe structure deck itself on the collab set would be crazy. So
Yeah. And just getting all the angel cards from the set is going to be really cool because that's like a whole other side of the show that's not represented in the structure deck, obviously.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's where we're going to get the other colors, which is really exciting. So this next one, is it Rei or Ray? I forget.
Ray.
It is
Ray.
Ray. Ray Ayanami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Ray. I know who Ray is for sure. Like I've seen a lot of Ray so far. 3 cost yellow Nexus, reduced by 1 yellow, 1 purple. So Ray, Pilot, Nerve are the traits. Level 1 and level 2, when placed, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add a Nerve card other than Ray Ayanami from the revealed cards to your hand. Discard the remaining cards. I think every card we've talked about has been Nerve.
Nerve. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I'm not thinking, but it's also the first time I think Nexuses have an actual like type, right? No, before it's just Nexuses, right? Now you actually have Ray, Pilot, Nerve. For sure, Nexuses that have.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Nexuses don't have traits in the main game, but they do.
So
here.
it makes sense now because now it's a Nerve. It could be a Nexus or it could be a Spirit. So I like that.
Yeah, that is very cool. And then level 2, 1 core. During your opponent's attack step, at the start of the step, you may select one of your EVA 00 spirits and refresh it. Like my Defender boy. So you can still swing with the Defender, and then Ray's going to set him back up and get that while the spirit is refreshed ability.
Yep.
I love yellow. I love yellow so much. That's super cool.
Yeah, she's cool. I'm interested to see like the other versions of these pilot nexuses, like if there's going to be like a cool X-Rare version of Ray or something.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if there wasn't.
The next card is a red magic. Don't order me around. Don't do it. 5 cost, 3 reduction, 1 red, 1 purple, 1 yellow. It's a burst. When your opponent destroys your spirit is what triggers it. Select one of your opponent's spirits with 3,000 or fewer BP and destroy it. You may then pay this card's cost to activate its main effect, which is draw 2 cards. So, yeah, it's another option over like Star Blast Draw if you want more like destruction rather than just drawing.
It's
which
cool
if you're
pair
playing
that
this
together.
Yeah. Well, I'm also thinking, if you're playing this in like the red, yellow, purple build, like I don't think you need the full draw that Starblast gives. I think it might be better to have something more versatile because you already have all those purple cards that are drawing for you.
Drawing,
so.
And red for that matter. Yeah, this is this is cool because it goes depending on the time frame of the game, right? It goes, I'm gonna really swing a resource lead against you. I'm gonna take a body off of your side of the field and draw 2 cards, all from 1 activation. So it makes losing your 1 spirit to activate that burst feel a little less bad, and you have more options for the counter attack. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And if you have the reduction and you just play it for the main effect, it's basically like Star Blast Draw.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Sure.
And I don't think we need to discuss whether or not that's a good card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You may have heard of Star Blast Draw.
Yeah. Might have heard of it.
And then the last one, last magic, last card of the structure deck. I'm super hyped now. It's because it's my link. 5 cost, 3 reduction yellow magic. The reduction symbols are 1 yellow, 1 red, 1 purple. Burst when you lose life. Select one of your opponent's spirits. It cannot attack during this turn. That's pretty good. You may then pay this card's cost to activate its flash effect. Main flash, select 1 spirit. It gains 3,000 BP during this turn. So a good defense, You know, because
Defense,
obviously
yeah.
there's no ice shield in this structure deck, so it's like, hey, I
What's
lose
that?
life, I might shut something off. Yeah, what's that? What's ice shield?
What's Ice Shield?
So that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah,
As far as
it's
structure decks
good.
go, it seems really fun. It's not
It's
nearly as complicated as I thought.
No, and honestly, for being a structure deck, it's compared to the other structure decks, where maybe the exception, possibly a blue, maybe even green. Like a lot of these cards are really good, right? Most of the structure
Yeah.
decks we buy them just to get like 1 or 2 cards out of it. Well, I'd say that
Yeah.
White had
What
oh,
has
what is it?
elk?
Elk and not Dream Blister. What's the other card?
Dream
Dream
bomb.
Bomb.
Dream Bomb. So
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like 1 or 2 cards, maybe 4. But this
Yeah.
almost seems
But
like
usually a lot
a lot of this
vanillas.
deck. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there are no
This
vanillas in
actually
the starter deck.
no, like and everything depending how you want to play with it, right? Synergizes with each other. Like it's just fun for a structure deck. Like I said, brand new player can buy this deck and play with it, and all the cards interact with one another.
Yep.
So, and you can learn the mechanics of like the cost reduction. I mean, it has a little bit of everything. The drawing, the core removing, the destruction of red. Like it's giving everything what each color does. Yellow, the refreshing.
Yep.
So it's I like it. So
Because it's my link, the one you just read, Cam, I think that's actually a really solid card to have in a structure deck because I think it
Yeah.
introduces the idea of like this defensive burst
Yeah.
and then like
it's not
like
over.
yeah, like I think
Yeah.
like if you're teaching somebody the game, like it's really nice for them to have this kind of light ice shield effect
Yeah.
to be able to continue the game, and not just straight up die because they didn't know that you could like play so many spirits in a single turn.
Yeah.
So I think it's really solid. I also think because it's my link card is honestly like pretty good.
Yeah.
Someone commented here on Twitter just to give them credit, Jackie Hollow,
Yes.
that you can use it to stop Hydra from attacking, which is a pretty solid point. Like if they hit you with Hydra, and you lose life, you flip this over. Even if they raided with Hydra, now they can't attack again.
Yeah.
So,
or even that strong green Voidlord bird.
Yep.
What's his name?
yeah, the bird, yeah,
Yeah, that annoying thing.
Feng
yeah,
Wang.
Yeah, Feng Wang. Oh,
Feng
punk.
Wang.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is awesome for a start. You know, starter deck. I really would call this more of like a structure deck. Just think about Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Like you have your starter decks that are very like low power, very super basic, and your structure decks is more of that advanced, a little bit stronger cards. I could see, structure decks really. I mean, it's a starter deck, is what it's called, but it's really good. And I like it. The cards really make sense, and it's only going to get stronger, right, with the collabs that comes out. And I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of these cards in competitive play. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Some of these are specific to this archetype, though, right? Like you're not going to see them
yeah.
mixed
Some
into
of these probably
like
no.
are too specific.
the pilot nexuses you will never see outside of this style of deck.
Yeah.
But the spirits some of them might find a home. Like I need to try and like look at them again without. I just need to like almost pretend that they don't have any of like the EVA text on them or anything, and just
Yeah.
like
Look at
think
them
to
as
myself like,
cards.
yeah, like that one that's like 3 cost, potentially 3 reduction. Like, could I make some type of red, purple, yellow aggro deck that has nothing to do with Evangelion, but like is just a solid aggro deck or something, you know?
Yeah.
And then like because it's my link card, I actually think maybe that was one of the better cards, and I feel like that might see some play, just in yellow. I mean, I know it's a little pricey if you don't have the full cost reduction, but I think it's good. And then the Don't Order Me Around, I might play that.
I like that card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good card.
And then the spirits, I need to check out the golem synergies. I need to see if there's something cool I can do with golems.
Yeah.
But this is a fun deck, yeah.
I'm pumped, and yeah, right, for anyone watching on the videos right now, I am just kind of flashing up some of the spoiled booster pack content from the collab booster.
And they even have the promo pack for the starter deck that gets to alternate versions.
I see a Shinji's decision that looks pretty cool with the EVA 01 on it. Yeah, I'm excited. So that is the Evangelion Destined Assault starter deck, starter number 7, and a full collab set coming out alongside that. And so we'll probably look at more EVA cards here on the show. But that's probably going to do it for today. Just a reminder, the online wave is happening this weekend on the, 4th and 5th, I believe?
4th and 5th, well, yep.
Yeah, so
Saturday.
if anyone's in there, good luck to you. I think Eric and I are playing on the Saturday one.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out what the hell we're going to play, but I really...
we don't know.
And let me phrase that. I'm saying good luck, like good luck. That sounded like good luck.
Yeah,
no, like good luck.
No, I didn't think that at all.
If there's just any way for me to get this Absolute Ice Shield Pentan, I can die happy. And yellow cores. I want some yellow cores. Because we're getting purple cores with the Evangelion stuff, and then the yellow cores for this. Like you got some cool color coded cores.
And then if you mix the yellow and purple, and then you have your red soul core, then you have a whole thematic core set.
Thematic.
Yeah,
I love
it. The Sapphire Labyrinth alt art.
Oh my gosh!
On it.
Yeah, I like the Phantasmal Paradise.
Yeah, I like how they're literally my two favorite Nexuses.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna be amazing.
I honestly like if those alt arts don't end up being that expensive, and I unfortunately feel like they might.
Yeah.
I want play sets of all of them.
Yeah,
for sure.
I do too.
Phantasmal Paradise, for sure. I want a play set of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd be fine with a one of the Absolute Ice Shield just to have as like a fun little thing. But the Phantasmal Paradise, that art is sick.
Yeah, I need that in my life for sure.
Yeah.
They're doing good, man. They're doing amazing when it comes to the art rares and all that. So they're definitely, they're listening, they're doing things. So
I think it's solid.
Here's I know we're trying to wrap up, but I will say I think that the game could potentially reach a very good, like really solid, like more casual player base if they keep it up with, because if they keep it up with like the artwork and the quality of the cards and all that, because every time I show this game to anybody, one of the main things that hooks them in is they feel the cards, like they feel the card stock, and they look at the foils and they look at an SPR and they're just like, damn, this game is the cards in this game are incredible.
Personally, I'm excited for OP just because like it's gonna feel a little less sweaty without the money, because I'm there for the swag and just the bragging rights and the fun of it. So
I played competitive Netrunner for a long time, and there was never any money or any trout vouchers or anything, but they just had amazing like alt art stuff, and the prize for those tournaments was like you'd get a trophy and a playmat, and also they would release a full art version of the deck that you won with.
That's so
cool. Wow.
That's
which was awesome. Need. Yeah.
Personally,
like imagine if they did that for Battle Spirits. Like you get like a full art deck of the Champions deck, like, and it's
like
I
said,
or something.
There's nothing bad with getting swag. Like I said, I played Yu-Gi-Oh, and then it's the same thing. You get like a card, and sometimes that card, I don't want to say it was useless, right? It's not gonna play. I hate to say that. You fight like 400 freaking people to get a card that you'll never play with, but bragging rights. But like, I wanted some YCS, so I think it's cool that there's this talks about all the money, blah blah, but they're still doing other things, and just the artwork. I mean, if all of us, it's like a section of Cam, but the World Championship art cards, right? We were all amazed by that. Like, I was like, holy
those
crap,
are sick.
these are amazing. The way the detail artwork is. So, I mean, they're still doing good things. And the biggest thing, right? Bandai listened to a lot of the feedback we gave in year one. Yeah. So it's kind of like, like Cam started off, just being positive. I know it's easy to focus on the negative, but they're still doing a lot of good things. The set looks fun and amazing. I mean, set 3 and set 4 were any indication of what the meta was going to be like. Yeah. And honestly, of all the games I played mechanically, it's still a fun, crazy game. There's nothing like it, And the card stock, right? I mean, we've all played lots of card games, and the card stock for Battle Spirit, it's good, man. I don't know where you're getting that paper from or that cardboard, but it's good,
That new Star Wars game is fun, but when you feel one of those cards after touching a Battle Spirits card, you're like, this is made on printer paper.
Yeah. it's made on toilet paper from the gas station.
You got wet. Sleeve those, man. Jeez.
To be clear, not to make light of some of the issues with Battle Spirits, I think the conversation I'm having is about the game can still succeed in this casual way, but I'm still a little upset by the way that Bandai
Just the way it was
things.
handled, for sure.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Like,
yeah,
I'm not upset with how things turned out. I'm more upset about the journey we went on to get here.
Yeah, I think that's justified completely. And like,
Yeah.
you know, y'all can feel what you want to feel, but at the end of the day, it's out of our control. So I just think what is in our control is how we move forward and how we continue to support the game. Like, if we really want to support it, just keep supporting it. Tell people about it. Get new people in. That's the best way to deal with people leaving, is to bring new people in and be like, they left because there's no cash prizing, and that's fine. That makes sense. Some people, this is a career. And that's super fun. So they have to do what they need to do for the betterment of their lives. And for some people, it's like, man, this is my last straw. Like, I put a lot of money into this game, and that sucks. And I understand that. And you have every right to be upset. Vote with your wallet. Don't be a douche. Like, don't go after Bandai and anybody specifically.
Yeah.
Like, they are also making decisions that impact a lot of people at the end of the day. And just try to remember that. Like, it is a business for them. So there are going to be some calls that you don't like you're not in control. Take that into the next game that you play, or just keep playing the games that you do just a little more responsibly, I guess. I don't know. Not calling you irresponsible.
Yeah.
I think you understand what I'm saying.
I'm pretty irresponsible with my purchasing.
Me
of card
too.
games.
Me too, for sure. So
Kim and I bought
that's more
some
to
Flesh
me.
and Blood decks, and we haven't even.
Oh,
played
really?
Yet.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know how y'all. Hey, let me know how y'all like that, because I heard Flesh and Blood's really cool with like the.
Maybe
it's
we'll
like an
do that
RPG, right?
on the channel. We'll like learn together. I really like just playing starter decks on stream.
Yeah. I played it one time. It was pretty fun. But to your point though, like, you know, people investing the money, right? Like, honestly, if you win some of these events, keep in mind some of the prize cards are money, right? You can sell
That's
those.
true.
I mean, you look at
To
the
people like
Nova,
us, we'll buy them.
Yeah, like the whales. You know,
If you want to make money from Battle Spirits, here's what you do: you get all the Pentan prize cards and then sell them to us.
Yes.
That's how you make. That's your new profit. That's how you make profit.
That's pretty funny.
I mean, it's crazy though. Like, but I mean, I don't know. Battle Spirits is still a very fun game. You know, I mean, hopefully I can get out, join some events. I mean, they're doing a lot of things with the online waves. You know, just to try to get more people to game. Regionals is a big thing.
Yeah.
That they're trying to focus on with the local game stores, which is, you know, it's easy to be bummed out. Like we said, I'm not disagreeing the way it was communicated / lack of communication. Yeah. I get it. I get it. You know, we all know relationships are based on communication, right? But they're there, you know, and who knows? It's I don't know, Bandai doing Bandai things, but I'm excited. I mean, set 5, or I guess it's technically set 5 because the collab isn't really considered a set, but I mean it is, but not like set 5. Who knows what that's gonna bring, you know? Yeah. So it's really, I'm glad to be energized, and we're doing the podcast again. So it's just, it means just talking about these cards, right? It was what, 16 of them?
Yeah.
You see the excitement, like, oh my god, look at this, look at that. So I'm excited, man. And like I said, it's a card game, man. It's short lived, right? We're in a weird time where there's so many TCGs being saturated into the market, and half of them don't do very well, or not as good, or get crazy expensive. Like Star Wars, I was looking at Darth Vader deck. Jesus Christ, what in the world? Like,
the Green Vader.
I'm not paying that kind of money for toilet
I opened
paper cards.
2 boxes and I didn't even get one Green Vader. So like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Talking about that, Fusion World Blazing is coming out.
Yeah.
May 10th. I got 2 boxes coming. Them arts look amazing. I got regionals coming up. May 17 or May 18, I'll be in North Carolina, playing the first regional event for that game. So we'll see how I scrub out.
Yeah.
I'll scrub out. That. So I got my little Broly token, you know. Like, so
those are neat.
I mean, let's look at these guys talking about spending money.
Is set 2 legal for that tournament?
Yes, it is.
Holy shit!
That's gonna be wild, dude.
It's gonna be wild. Like,
oh damn!
Is that the gold one?
Yes, sir.
And you got Vegeta too?
Yes, sir.
That's
winner. So. Yeah, but set 2's gonna be illegal, so you literally have 7 days to kind of come up with something.
That's fun.
I was talking to Skylight on Discord, so I got an idea for either Frieza or Cell, so we'll see. So it'll be fun.
I wish they would make that fucking app for Mac, because I want to play.
That'll be the last.
My brother's the same boat. He was like, he has a bunch of like those codes. He's like, I can't even freaking play with you because I got a fucking Mac. I was like, it's Apple, baby. Sorry.
Yeah. That'll be the last thing it's on. It'll be Android next, and then maybe iPhone before Mac.
Yeah.
Probably Mac before iPhone.
iPhone would work though.
I'd play it on the iPhone for sure.
Yeah, or like iPad app or something. Like,
Yeah,
come on, give me
usually
something.
where I play my card games.
Yeah, I was looking into all these like sketchy ways I can have like a Windows like,
It
thing
says,
on
like-
my
Yeah,
phone.
like the
Yeah.
reboot or camp
The
boot
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Boot
Yeah,
camp,
but I was just like, you know what? I don't want to play that bad. I also thought about, and this is how much of a degenerate card gamer I am. I thought about buying like a really cheap laptop and using it like just for that.
Oh,
Dude, I've
But-
considered it. I need a
Yeah.
little. I need a Microsoft like gaming laptop. I don't
Yeah.
need it. People need food.
yeah. I need
Yeah,
it.
I don't need it, but I would do exactly that. I would just play.
If
Card
you guys
games.
wonder why we're all broke, it's usually where money goes into.
Oh,
I mean,
jeez.
come on now.
Well,
we
I
all
hope-
know.
I hope people love hanging out with us because obviously we're pretty nuts about card games. So
Yeah.
and definitely have some more stuff coming soon. You
Yeah.
know we were talking about Keyforge at the top of the show. I think we're gonna at least you Cam and Angel, you guys might dive into some Keyforge stuff. That could be fun. And,
I need to
Yes.
do a Crucible tutorial video so y'all can just know
Yes,
how to get on there
that's-
and jam some decks.
yeah.
Yeah, because I want to
Yeah,
be able to
play
play
with
with
me.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. When you usually on that, Cam?
Oh, I'm on any time. You can hit me on the Discord and be like, "You want to play Keyforge?" and I'll play Keyforge.
All right. Well, you let me know.
I think that also that goes out to anyone listening right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
as
No,
well.
literally, like my friend from the store, he's playing in an online league, and he goes, "I have a match tomorrow morning. Do you have time today to run this deck?" And I was like, "Absolutely, I can." So he sent me the link to it, and we just played some pickup games. And yeah, I'm there all the time. Lavinus Cam, like you'll see me on there, and just or shoot me a message
Well,
in the Discord.
it's good to know because I need to practice with that deck that's
Yeah,
on the Discord.
because you
I
can
gotta
set up
play
a
at
private
least.
game. Like you can do whatever you want.
Oh,
on there.
really?
It's awesome.
I have my account. I just have to really play. I guess whenever you're available, Cam, we'll play because I want to
Yeah.
be able to really
Just let me
practice
know.
on that.
I'd love to. I can throw whatever kind of level deck, whatever kind of set you want at you. So
Okay.
I have like 600 decks.
Sweet. We could probably stream that too. There,
I would love that.
Y'all can see it.
Yeah.
So.
I've only been streaming Keyforge on my personal Twitch channel, so I need to start streaming that on the YouTube and just yeah. If you're interested in Keyforge, seriously, join the Discord, reach out. I'll send you some old decks that are still in the shrink wrap. If you really are serious about it, like I'll send you a few decks for you and whoever else wants to play. I've got plenty. So let's get on that.
You're Cam's the Bandit Keith.
I am.
What do you want? What deck am I gonna play with?
Bandit
Like,
The American trash.
Oh.
Bandit Keith. That's amazing.
Well,
Well,
we should probably let all these people go.
yes.
We're holding them hostage.
If you made it to the end of the episode, thank you. Send me the eyes emoji on Discord if you made it this far. But on that note, yeah, join our Discord. Thank you for sticking around and hanging out with us. Like, obviously, when we do something so focused, we understand that there is a risk that game could go away at any point. We're not leaving Battle Spirits until it's totally gone.
dead.
So I hope that there's no misunderstanding there. Like, we are going to continue to deliver Battle Spirits Saga content because we love the game, and we hope that you do too. And that's how this all started. However, we are also going to be looking at other things and putting out some extra content like we already have. So don't be afraid of that. I probably should have said that at the beginning of the show, but just don't be afraid if you see other things or like see us playing Keyforge, because we are here for Battle Spirits. Eric and I are playing this weekend, and I'm very excited to report about how that goes. Best of One, I think, is really interesting right now, and we'll just have probably a big discussion about that next week. So
yeah, about
and-
how badly we scrubbed out.
yeah, exactly. Like I will probably go 0-1 playing Star Dragons. But anything else you guys want to say before we get out of here?
No, like I said, to your point, we're not leaving Battle Spirits. I know we're talking about these other games, but not so much that I'm actually buying a case to have my first Savor of Chaos. Even I haven't bought a single thing from it. I'm gonna buy a case and see what I pull from that. I said love Battle Spirits, not going anywhere. Just Fusion Worlds news. Just want to try out a tournament for that. Just to do something different. And Keyforge, it just locally it makes sense. Obviously I have the master Keyforge here, so we can kind of talk about it. And it's just a fun game. So, but definitely Battle Spirits still. I just heard right. These guys are gonna go to Gen Con. I'm gonna try to make it out there. Hopefully that was it a Pro Fest, I guess what it's called now.
Yeah.
And still a lot of exciting things. I'm excited. We're gonna be talking about reveals again. Definitely, send out decks, ideas. We're still very highly involved. So yeah, like I said, don't be afraid of it. So still love the game.
Yeah, join the Discord. Link in the description for sure. The one thing I want to say, I'm getting real close here. Tech decks are $2.99 at Target. So
They're great fidget toys.
yeah, go get it. Go get a tech
At the
deck.
very least, it's a fun fidget. I got it.
It'll make you happy.
It's fun as hell.
Even
Dude, that
for
is
like
the
2
shock of
seconds.
my day. That is the shock of my day. Like I usually don't get surprised. It's still a thing. So
Yeah, maybe I'll
that's
post
cool.
some sweet tech deck skate
That'd be
footage.
so
on our
fun.
channel.
Yeah. Put that in the off topic and just
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
my
God.
gosh. I
Yeah,
can't,
I'll post it
yeah.
in the Discord.
It makes me smile every time I see you do a trick. Just gotta
That's
tell
hilarious.
you, man, I love it. All right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you for joining us for Absolute BSS. We'll catch you next time. Until then, be good to yourselves, be good to one another, and just play games. All right. Bye.
Peace.